Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Professor's Letter. I'm Josh Bangle, and we're here with Portland, Oregon semifinalist Zachery Everest. Also a member of Sack or Scoop, and go check them out. We're at a local game store, We Play Games. We'll have a link to their website in the description. We're here to talk about his Blastoise stack that I'm pretty sure he's going to bring to Anaheim next week.
100%.
All right, so here we have the deck list. Most of the cards are self-explanatory. You got versus Seeker, Trainers Mail, generic ways to get out Blastoise. What I want to talk about is you have a lot of attackers here. Which one is you found to be the most clutch? And against what deck?
Articuno is by far the most broken attacker. With the ancient trait giving you an extra prize. It's a broken mechanic. It hits all the little Pokemon like Zeruos, any Night Marchers. It basically runs Night March over.
You can even get Shaymin if you got a choice one going.
Yeah, I mean 3.
Or muscle
I mean, as long as you roll heads.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely the most clutch. The Palkia, super niche. It's not great in a lot of matchups, but in your Rayquaza matchup, in your Turbo Dark, in your Groudon, in your Buzz Rock, they're all it comes in clutch. And then Kingdra, which is super spicy, but it just runs over Zoroark pretty much. You get it out and they don't know what to do.
Why the Dragon Palkia?
I decided to go Dragon for gives you an out to being weak to grass.
Okay.
I had in my last list I had water. I just feel going into Anaheim, people are prepared to face this deck. So I want an out to grass at some point.
Okay. Because I think one got 9th right too at the tournament.
Yeah, there was one 9th, one at 12th or 20th or something.
Because I also know Exeggcute was at the last regional too, and people might hey, but if you got the week to fairy, you're I don't really care. Okay.
That's what we're going with.
Okay, I like that. Were there any techs you thought about maybe that didn't make the cut that you're oh, this is pretty, or from the new set maybe?
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't know what the new set, but a Sudowoodo is not a bad idea. Because if people go towards the Zoroark Skyfield, it just helps that matchup a lot. That matchup becomes it's about 50-50, even with the Kingdra, because they can knock it out. Because I would assume they would play the Kukui by now. But if you play the Sudowoodo, that matchup becomes a wash. You should easily win that.
Because they have to go after the Sudowoodo instead of
they have to
your
take out the
Blastoise or whatever, and then
that just puts problems. Or they got to make a muck or something. I don't know. They got to do something else. Other techs, not really.
I saw a couple people talking. Tried Suicune.
Suicune's not horrible. You pick it back up whenever you want, which does get your energy back. It's definitely something I have to look into. This is definitely I'd say 98.5% chance this is the exact list I'm gonna run. I'm definitely gonna try other stuff, but yeah.
All right. The downside I can see from Suicune is you put it back in your deck. That'd be awkward.
All your energy? Oh,
you put the card
everything.
Back. Yeah.
Do you discard the energy?
No, I think you just shuffle it back in your deck.
You shuffle the energy?
I don't know.
I think you discard the energy and shuffle it back. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Let's read the one that's right there. We just actually have one. Okay. We're going to read this card because we don't know what it does. Once you get turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may shuffle and all cards attached into your deck.
Oh. Not that great.
We don't advise playing this card.
Yeah,
all right, moving on anyway.
Good at all,
actually, we'll talk about this card. Oh, we just have props today.
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
Articuno. So, I don't think this is, in my opinion, I don't think this is better than Palkia because it does 0.
It does 0.
And they can have energy
the same thing
from the other Pokemon.
Yeah, it's almost, getting it to the active is a lot easier. Getting rid of the energy off the active, against a Groudon, would probably be good. But other than that, I don't see why.
I can see a Palkia, but because you shuffle them in the deck, and Groudon isn't doing energy acceleration.
No.
All right, let's go trainers real quick. You liking Faba?
It's
obviously the Rosic, you got Faba now, but
it's a monster card. Yeah,
Has it changed games you've been in, or is it kind of like, oh, that's cool?
against like a Zoroark matchup, their DCs are gone. Like there's no getting them back in that matchup, so it makes it more awkward for them.
Okay.
I think the card just makes matchups more awkward for your opponent.
All right. The rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. You got computer search, ultra balls.
Yeah.
These get your energy back in your hand. Order pads. You know, if you flip heads, like Zach here did at the regional, and you make your opponent question your dice, you're doing okay. Like that's gonna be a good day for you. I want to ask about the energy. Online, I saw people saying maybe go to 9 energy. Was okay. I don't know how you feel about that.
9 energy, 1 letter might not be bad.
Okay.
I don't see a problem with going 9 energy, 1 letter.
What could you see being a downfall?
Prizing energy.
Okay.
If you prize 3, 4 energies, for some reason you prize 4 energies, and you're playing a letter over another energy. No,
Right, that's like damage you
yeah,
can.
you're only 5 energies in deck. It's tough.
All right,
it's only downfall.
So the regionals next week. You'll be there. What decks do you think will be there, and what do you think is your best and worst matchup?
I think top deck, Trevenant will be heavy.
Hold on, let's get into Trevenant. We're just gonna stop right
Okay,
there.
all right.
All right. Recent rumblings online is Blastoise 100-0.
That's,
Cannot lose to Trevenant.
That's totally
that is what
wrong.
I have seen. Can you shed some light?
I've read those comments. I've tried to fight off them. At Portland, I lost 3 matches. 2 of them were Trev. The match pretty much comes down to turn 1. You miss. I'll tell you right now, it's 100% loss if you miss turn 1 Blastoise.
Right, because you can't play items.
100% loss for you. And not only do you have to hit Blastoise,
Okay.
you have to hit Keldeo with energy.
Right.
You miss Keldeo with energy, you lose.
So that way they can't lock in Blastoise
Yes.
or something by like a
As soon-
counter catcher or
as soon
whatever.
as they're if you don't have Keldeo, all they do is Guzma or counter catcher,
And it's just
and
over.
it's over.
It's just game.
Like the game is
Okay.
over.
Because you can just load up a Keldeo with Hex energy and just
Yeah, if
kinda
you get
take a
6
couple-
energies on a Keldeo, they usually scoop.
Okay.
They
Pretty
don't know how to
tough,
deal
pretty
with it. But there's a lot of stuff you have to do. As much as it sounds like, oh, just get 6 energy on
Right.
Keldeo, you win. That takes effort. There's not. If you don't get that, you lose. That's the difference.
All right.
There's no middle ground in that matchup.
All right. Well, I'm going to change the question I asked because I can do that.
That's fine.
Against Zoroark. Zoroark Control and Skyfield Zoroark. Which one do you feel more comfortable against? Without Sudowoodo. Like if you didn't put in Sudowoodo.
If I'm facing your average player,
Okay.
I would run over Zoroark Control all day.
Okay.
I think your average player plays Zoroark Skyfield, they can beat me. Your average player plays Zoroark Control. I just don't feel like they know the matchup good enough to deal with it. But if you have someone like Jimmy Pendarvis, who I did lose to, he knew exactly what he needed to do to win the matchup in Zoroark Control. And I 100% would rather play against him if he's playing Skyfield. Because then it's just like, who hits harder and not like, how is he going to lock me up?
Yeah, no Seismitoad or whatever
Yeah,
happening. Like,
whatever. It was.
So I know they played a Silent Lab, didn't they?
Yes, they
Or
played
some of them played a Silent Lab
They
or something like that,
had Seismitoad. Basically, he got to a point where he decked me out.
All right.
Where like I don't think your average player is going to deck me out.
Okay. What about fighting? Like just fighting. I don't know if Lycanroc
Just-
makes a difference, or if
Um,
you're just like fighting. You know.
I think Lycanroc's the best version
Okay.
because they can return KO you with.
Did it break?
Yeah, they can return KO you with the Lycanroc.
Okay.
With the GX attack. But Zero Banish is really good against it. Getting rid of their energy, they don't have a way to
Because the one that got 8th was just basics.
Basics,
But I feel like that one might be easier for you.
to
handle.
I mean, Zero Banish, I think, does work on that.
Okay.
They can't build up. After they use Beast Rings, you have Zero Banish. Good luck.
Okay. What else we got? So we got Trevenant, Zoroarks, fighting. I mean, I feel like it was okay against Blacephalo.
Yeah, it's
That
fine.
that's fine. The random stuff. Exeggcute, you said Articuno.
Yeah, Articuno.
You just Articuno him.
against
Okay.
Articuno against any small stuff.
Okay.
Ever.
Last question here. Someone who's playing Blastoise for maybe the first time or first tournament, what advice would you give them?
Just play the deck like Solitaire. You don't have to play against anyone. just learn to turn one Blastoise. Like, if you get comfortable, turn one Blastoise. And if you can do it, like, regularly, then you shouldn't have a problem in the tournament.
All right, see. Well, best of luck to you at the regional.
Thanks.
This is Professor Slater. I'm Josh Bangle, a.k.a. the One. See you next time.